Anger is a choice, and you can control it. Let me explain why. Ever wondered why some people seem to stay cool as cucumbers, while others erupt like volcanoes at the slightest provocation? Or maybe you're tired of being overwhelmed by anger, leading to chaotic mess in your life? If yes, I've got you. I can help you tame your anger with techniques you learn at the end of this video. But first, you need to understand better what anger is made and how it works. And why is it important to understand the anatomy of anger? Well, it's like learning how to ride a bike without falling down. When you understand why you get angry and what it can make you do, you can learn how to stop it from causing problems. What problems, you ask? To understand it, picture this. When anger starts spreading like a wildfire, it doesn't just scorch the surface. It digs deep, affecting everything in its path, including your mental health. Just like how a wildfire can ravage a forest, unchecked anger can lead to all sorts of problems, like feeling really sad all the time, or even feeling like there's no way out. If this wildfire of anger starts messing with your head, it can even make you think about doing something really dangerous. It's like the fire has spread to your thoughts, making everything seem dark and scary. And desperation to put out the flames, it can even lead to various mental health disorders, substance abuse, and even logging off ideation. But it's like trying to put out a wildfire with gasoline. It only makes things worse. So what can you do? Just like how firefighters work hard to contain a wildfire, you need to take action to tame your anger before it spirals out of control. That's why at the end of this video, I'll show you some tricks to tame that beast into a lovely pet that will actually help you. So stick till the end, and now let's dissect the anger like a frog for biological. No frogs or emotions will be hard in that process though, I promise. To understand the anatomy of anger better, let's borrow the integrative cognitive model. It's like a recipe for a cognitive side of trait anger and reactive aggression. As for the ingredients, there are 3 cognitive processes that play a crucial role in our tendency toward anger and reactive aggression. Think of these processes as the flour, sugar, and eggs of your anger recipe. And this formula will later help you understand individual differences in anger and aggression. First, we've got interpretation bias. This is like the flour of our recipe, setting the foundation for how we perceive and react to situations. For some folks, their interpretation bias is automatically skewed towards seeing things in a hostile light, like mistaking a playful joke for a personal attack. It's just about assuming that people have mischievous intentions towards us, like those cake factories putting raisins in their cheesecakes just to make me suffer. This interpretation can also come from your sense of justice. Anger and joy actually share a similar trait. They both push your motivation towards an action. So when you feel that you or someone else got treated not fair, anger can grow in you and push you towards fighting that injustice. Sometimes it's good and can lead to a great change, but sometimes you can't change that injustice, and then that anger can consume you from inside. Have you ever experienced such an injustice when you couldn't do anything about it? Let me know in the comments. Next, we add attention processes, which are like sugar that sweetens the mix. When anger kicks in, your attention narrows down, focusing solely on the things that fuel your fury. It's like adding a spoonful of sugar to pump up the intensity of your emotions. So instead of seeing all wonderful cakes we have in our world, you just focus on those disgusting cheesecakes with raisins. Last but not least, we mix in some effortful control processes. They act as the eggs that bring everything together. These processes help you regulate your emotions and behaviors, preventing you from boiling over like an unintended thought on the stove. It's about what you consciously do to somehow tolerate that cheesecakes with raisins exist. And don't worry, later you'll find how you can make sure you have the best quality eggs. So, as we all have the same ingredients for the anger cake, everyone gets different measures for that. And that's where the individual differences in anger come from. Those individual differences in anger impact how often, how intensely, and for how long you experience anger. This can affect your cognitive processes, emotional regulation, and treatment outcome. And you know, if you add too much flour, sugar, or eggs to the cake, it might create a disaster cake, like the anger problems I mentioned before. But if you take the right measures, you can bake a mouth-watering dessert instead. So balance is the key, and that's why you need to understand the anatomy of anger to tame it. Alright, let's switch gears to take a look at anger from neurological perspective. Kind of like exploring the inner workings of a high-tech machine. You see, your brain is like a supercomputer with different parts responsible for different tasks. And when it comes to anger, there are certain areas that light up like fireworks on the 4th of July. If you live in the USA, that is. Deep within the folds of your brain, there's a little almond. Okay, not exactly an almond, but an almond-shaped structure called amygdala. It's like the alarm system of your brain. It activates whenever you encounter something that might threaten you. So when you stub your toe or someone cuts you off in the traffic, it's the amygdala that goes danger, danger. But here's where things get interesting. While the amygdala sets off the alarm bells, it's your prefrontal cortex that plays the role of your brain's CEO, making the executive decisions. This part of your brain is responsible for things like impulse control, decision making, and regulating emotions. Imagine you're driving on a busy highway and suddenly someone cuts you off without signal. And I'm giving this specific situation as an example for a reason. Driver's anger is actually often used in anger and aggression research. So in this scenario, your blood starts to boil and you feel the rage building up inside you, like a pressure cooker about to explode. That's your amygdala, the angry element I mentioned, getting all worked up, ready to unleash a torrent of anger. But then, if your prefrontal cortex is functioning well, it swoops in like a wise traffic cop. It encourages you to take a breath and think before you honk that horn or make an impulsive lane change. Your prefrontal cortex acts as your personal traffic control, helping you navigate through the chaos of emotions on the highway of life. Like, what happens when these brain regions aren't working in harmony? Well, let's just say it's like trying to navigate a ship through stormy seas without a compass. Without proper communication between the amygdala and prefrontal cortex, your emotions can spiral out of control, leading to impulsive and aggressive behavior, something to regret later. At this point, I think you understood anger better thanks to me, and that's already something that can help you with taming the beast. So please leave a like for this video. And with that, let's get into practical stuff. How to keep your brain's anger management system running smoothly. Now that we've explored how trait anger works in the brain and its impact on our emotions and behaviors, we are ready to shift gears and talk about practical strategies for managing anger. And why not? Let's stick with the driver metaphor. So think of it like driving a car. Just as you need to learn how to control a car to drive safely, you also need to learn how to control your anger to navigate through life smoothly. So let me show you a few useful tools for that. Cognitive behavioral therapy, aka CBT, is like having a mechanic fine-tune your car's engine. It helps you identify and challenge unhelpful thoughts and beliefs that fuel your anger. One of the skills of CBT is reframing anger-inducing situation and responding more calmly. For example, you might often think everyone is out to get me and perceive everyone as an enemy. Do you recognize which ingredient of anger it is? Write your answer in the comment. Anyway, CBT helps you see things from different perspectives and replace that thought with a more balanced one, like not everyone is against me. And that's a big relief, because it means that at least one person must be a friend and not a foe. With time, you can keep reframing that thought to be even closer to the reality and helpful for you. Mindfulness, on the other hand, is like learning to navigate traffic with calmness and focus. It involves staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Instead of reacting impulsively to anger, mindfulness helps you pause, take a deep breath, and choose how to respond calmly and rationally, just like a skilled driver navigating through busy streets. Moreover, it helps you observe your thoughts and notice that you don't have to narrow your perception to anger. So whether it's through CBT, mindfulness, or a combination of both, there are practical strategies that you can use to manage your anger and steer your life in a more positive direction. It's all about taking control of the wheel and driving towards a calmer, happier journey. Reflecting on your experiences with anger is an important step toward understanding and managing this powerful emotion. Anger, when left unchecked, can have detrimental effects on your relationships, well-being, and overall quality of life. So now, for practice, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own anger experiences by answering the following questions. Have you noticed patterns in how you react to anger-provoking situations? Do you struggle to control your anger leading to negative consequences in your life? Are there underlying triggers or emotions fueling your anger that you haven't addressed? If you find that anger is a recurring issue in your life, it's essential to seek support and consider implementing anger management techniques. Whether through therapy, support groups, or self-help resources, there are numerous tools available to help you better understand and regulate your anger. You can also share your answers in the comment to let that out and maybe even find someone who can relate to that. And remember, addressing anger is not a sign of weakness. It's a courageous step toward personal growth and healthy relationships. By taking proactive steps to manage your anger, you can improve your emotional well-being, enhance your communication skills, and foster more positive connections with others. So if you wanna take that step, watch my video about mindfulness to understand what it is exactly and how it can help you. The link should be visible here, unless I'm still procrastinating on making that video. Anyway, until next time, stay cool, calm, and collected.